Welcome to van build number 45. This is actually a new floor plan for us, which is kind of a condensed family van floor plan. And we'll kind of talk through some of the options you could do in this van to sleep more than two, because right now this does only sleep 2 people, but you could definitely sleep 4 with this layout. Now, if you are doing a DIY build, you can get the CNC files for this van, this exact floor plan, at the link in the information down below. But let's go in for a full tour. So this is a 144 Mercedes Sprinter, and we fit a lot into it. I think this is the most we've ever fit into such a small floor space. Typically, if we are building a van for a client, we recommend the 170 extended Sprinter. But for this use case, for this client, he wanted to be able to get up and go camping if he felt like it by himself, or use this as a family road trip vehicle. He has 2 kids that he could be taking along with him, or maybe just 1. So we have kind of multi-use cases for this van, but being able to ride the whole family was definitely important. They also live in California, so having the short wheelbase was kind of important just due to parking down there. He's in Los Angeles, so he wanted it to be small, nimble, but still functional for his family. These seats are actually really cool. They're by a company called Van Equipped. This is actually what they call their taxi seat, so it's smaller than their normal size seats. And for this application, that worked great because there are literally no other seats out there on the market that are quite this small. And they also have the car seat attachments. They are actually certified and crash tested seats, which is hard to find out on the market right now in the van world. There's more options coming out. We actually are going to do a new updated video for 2025 about seat options, so be sure to check that out if you are new to our channel. But you can completely remove these seats. That's one of the great things. So if you weren't taking the kids with you, you can take them out. And that was kind of the idea behind this floor plan, having the 2 seats here, most of the time not even having this one here at the sliding door in, just to make it easier to get in and out. But it's honestly not that bad to climb up and kind of just step through here. It's still a good size space that you can get through pretty easily. But again, if you didn't need this seat in here at all times, he's gonna just be taking it out when he's just using it to camp in. So obviously we have the seating up at the front. We also have storage. So we have our standard headliner shelf above the front cab, which is a great place to store window covers, any extra bedding, that kind of stuff. Up here, we also did the Van Essential kind of upper cabinet bag. The reason behind not doing a fixed wood style cabinet here was with the kids getting in and out, moving these seats in and out. We wanted something soft-sided here so that if anybody was gonna hit the red, it wasn't really gonna hurt. The other idea too is you can take the whole bag out, pack all your kids' stuff in there, and then bring it back into the van, and it's already fully loaded and packed. So it just makes that functionality of traveling with your kids even easier. And speaking from experience, I feel like this whole bag is just going to be dedicated to the kids' clothes and diapers and that kind of stuff when he's traveling with them, because you definitely need a space for the kids' stuff. And then moving toward the back of the van, we have the full-size kitchen, which has a Corian insert on top, this beautiful Delta faucet that I really like. We have a 65-liter isotherm fridge. He also has 1 drawer for storage and an outlet in his backsplash for his induction cooktop. Now, because this is such a small van, we're fitting a lot into a small space. We obviously did not build in an induction cooktop. He can pull out his induction cooktop, set it up, cook, and then put everything away. Again, small but mighty countertop space in this van. Before we talk about the bathroom, let's talk about the design choices in this van. So we do build custom for clients. Sometimes clients come from other states and actually come visit us, but this client lives in Los Angeles and did not come for a design meeting, so we did everything virtually, and I absolutely love how everything turned out. He chose the white oak slat ceiling with the black backer in between, and then white oak cabinetry all throughout, which I think is a really smart choice, especially with kids. So we do have the white oak uppers, lowers, and the ceiling, and I actually think all the white oak, because the white oak is a lighter wood, actually turned out beautifully. It's not too dark in here at all. We did do the lawn seal lawn ridge flooring, which is great for kids again and traveling. If you've got dirty feet and you're coming in and out of here, it's super easy to clean and scrub and make look like new again. So now let's talk about the bathroom. We have kind of our standard wet bath without a built-in toilet. Because we were trying to maximize every inch in this van, we could not do a built-in toilet with this layout with the extra seat in the front. So this is just an enclosed enclosed shower. He does have a Trillino toilet that you can put in here and use in here if you want, or use it outside. They make those cool like pop-up little toilet tents now, but having a shower in here is always awesome to be able to shower before you get into bed at night. We've got the Nautilus self-cleaning retractable shower door, the white oak trim all throughout, which I just love. It looks so good. And then we have our fixed bed in the rear. So this van, actually the first time we've done flares on a van, we did use the new Flare Space flares. Each flare has a bunk window in the rear, and that gives you, I think it's like over 6 feet of sleeping space from your feet to your head. Now we did a little bit different because we kept it our normal pretty style where we didn't do carpeted wall panels back here. He still wanted the shiplap walls, and we did our nice white oak frames just like we usually frame out our windows in our other conversions. We did our white oak frames to frame out the Flare Space flares. Just gives it that nice touch that our clients are used to seeing all of our vans. Those beautiful white oak frames, I think they turned out top notch. And one of the cool things that we did, we actually have lights that are dimmable in each flare back here that are controlled by a little dimmer switch. So just a nice little ambiance when you're going to bed. It's really easy to be able to control that. And that's kind of it on the inside. Oh, we did do a door down here underneath the bed that you can access under the bed because he does have quite a bit of garage storage in the rear. So now that we're speaking of the garage, let's go to the back of the van. We'll show you there.
So in the back of this van, there is a ton of storage. I mean, I can fit in here. Our kids were playing in here at the shop the other day. So we designed this so that it is super functional as far as storage space goes. And he's got these nice lids so you can actually get in here and access your electrical system if you need to. But I mean, that's a ton of extra room. You could probably fit a bike in there, skis, snowboards, whatever outdoor gear you want to take on your adventures with you. Now, one of the things that we always love to include on the back of the van is going to be this outdoor shower mixer. So it does have hot and cold water for outdoor showers. I know he's got a big dog, so he'll probably use that to spray the dog off before getting the dog back inside. Now, if you've watched any of our van tours before, you know that one of the things that we do not like to do is to cut unnecessary holes in the outside of the van. So our shore power plug is actually right here on the side of the rear bumper. So right here on the hitch, you've got your shore power plug, where you can plug in and charge with 15 amps through the Victron 3000 watt inverter charger. Now this van is set up with 500 amp hours of Battleborn batteries. We actually have 5 of the GC2s, which we haven't done in a while, but they fit really well in this conversion. And then that's plenty of power to run the 12 volt Dometic RTX AC unit that we installed in here. So you've got your climate control with the air conditioner, the vent fan, and then also the S-Bar 12 volt diesel heater that pulls directly off of the vehicle's diesel tank, which is always awesome. So the other hole that we don't like to cut into the outside is going to be for the water fill. So we have this access hatch inside this compartment where he can reach and pull out his fill hose, which comes all the way out. So one of the things that happens if you have a fill hose on the side of your van, just a nozzle, is you usually end up getting hard water stains all over there. So that's one of the things that we like to avoid. We put these really nice fabric wall panels on, which matches the fabric that we did here around the inside of the rear doors. And then as we come around the outside of the van, let's talk about some of the exterior features that we added to this 144 all-wheel drive. So one of the first things you're going to notice is this really nice awning. This is the 10-foot awning from Carefree of Colorado. Now we really like this one for a couple reasons. It does have the wind sensor on it, so if it gets too windy, it's going to retract on its own. It also has a light right here that is on the front rail, so even when the awning isn't retracted or extended, it is retracted, you can still use that light on the outside of the van, which is really cool. It's got this whole LED rope light on the side. That is mounted to the Illumines Weekender roof rack. So that's the roof rack we've been using for 7+ years on the majority of our conversions. We love the functionality and how easy it is to mount awnings to the side. And then up top, we also have 200 watts of rich solar that again is connected to the Victron electrical system with the 500 amp hours of Battleborn batteries. We also added a Van Compass suspension kit to this van. So we did the stage 4.3, which the factory all-wheel drive comes with a 4-inch lift from the factory. We went ahead and gave it an additional 2-inch lift because he wanted lots of clearance for where he's going to be taking this vehicle. And of course, we added the Falcon Wild Peak AT4W tires, but kept the factory black Sprinter steel wheels because they look really awesome, kind of timeless. We added the ABS running boards to the side as well. You can see the exhaust for the diesel heater. We did not do the exterior truck bed spray on the grill and the bumper like we have sometimes, but we did do it on the roof because that is a mandatory for us so that your roof is rust proof and bomb proof, so you never have to take that roof rack off ever again. And then as we come around this side, we also added the Illumina side ladder, which makes it super convenient for getting up on your roof, cleaning off your solar panels. He also has a little bit of space in the back where he could put a rooftop box if you wanted to for additional storage. Or one of my favorite things about this roof rack with the slatted ceiling is you could also, say you had an inflatable stand-up paddleboard, you could just haul the bag up there and ratchet strap it between those slats. You've already got built-in additional storage right there. Again, you can see these really cool flares that we added. So this is the new Flare Space flare that they just came out with. It has a little bit of a sleeker look to it, which I like. It's deeper all the way through. It kind of builds out here more and then extends all the way to the back instead of being like a gentle gradual expansion all the way to the end. And we added the van windows direct slider windows in there so you can have lots of ventilation when he's sleeping at night. So really stoked with how this one turned out. Can't wait to get this to the client so he can start using it with his family. If you guys enjoyed this tour, please give it a like, leave your comments down below. Anything you would do different maybe in your personal conversion. Remember, we are custom van builders, so everything that we did in this conversion was specific to the needs of this client, and that's our favorite thing about this process. So if you are interested in working with us, we are currently booking for 2026, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.